Hi, it's Mitch Lichterman here, and I'm going to start a new segment I'll call The World of Science, or Mitch's Science Experiment, or maybe Weird Science. I don't know. Maybe you can help me think of a name for this segment, but basically, I read different magazines and publications, National Geographic, Popular Science, Discover, things like that, and I find the whole world that we're living in right now, all the technology and innovations, pretty fascinating, really. I don't understand most of it. It's beyond me how some of these things are actually done, but it's pretty interesting, and hopefully you'll find it a little interesting as well. Today I want to talk about 3D printers. There's been some recent news events, articles about some gun manufacturer that created a 3D printer where people could print out guns out of their houses. Eventually this guy was shut down. Supposedly something like 200,000 units were distributed. Well, the idea of printing out guns from home, of course, is pretty scary and bad, and that should not happen. But the idea of 3D printers is pretty cool. I mean, the technology sounds pretty amazing to me. Now, when I think of a 3D printer, what I think about is like a manufacturer, an industrial place where they have, you know, assembly line conveyor belts, and you got, you know, dye coming out of here, and it cools here, and it creates this part here. All this sort of automated stuff, and I think that's what a 3D printer is. It's basically a miniaturized little industrial manufacturing place for your house. And the applications are kind of cool. I mean, I've heard about some doctor's offices or out in the field medical units being able to print out pharmaceuticals that can get medical supplies to the people quickly. Or maybe like an old car manufacturing auto supply where they don't make those parts anymore, but you've got this 3D printer specific for that type of part, and when you need one of those old parts for your car, you can just print it out. So the applications, what can be done with it, is all pretty fascinating. I think the idea of having a 3D printer for some specific use is pretty amazing. Obviously that's where technology is going. I don't really get it, but it's all pretty cool. What do you think about it? Well, I hope you found this segment pretty fascinating. If you did, please tell me about it. If you've got an innovation or scientific thing that you think is cool and you wanted me to talk about it or look into it, please share it, and I will.